getting help for you. Your trauma and pain is real. You've been in a car accident and you were not driving. Your husband made all kinds of bad choices, or if you're a man, it's your wife. They made bad choices. Those choices have caused pain and trauma and maybe other symptoms in your life. I really recommend you go to partnerbetrayaltrauma.org, take those tests, see what's going on with you. Okay, they're free and that'll give you some really good information. We have Facebook groups you can join for married and alone, for partners of sex acts. Even if you're divorced, there's a group for that. Okay, there's telephone counseling. We have intensives for couples that are really successful. If people want to do recovery, then and they can have a psychological test. If it's with me, it's part of it. But if it's with one of the other counselors, you may have to ask for that. You can do a partner betrayal trauma intensive. And if you do, I probably would include the Cereset, which is a neuromodular technology. The person who created this company put about $50 million into the technology. It's powerful. I've done it myself. We've had all kinds of results of women doing this and men who their brain was able to actually get back to a normal state instead of being in a trauma state. 80% of addicts are sexual abuse survivors, partners, even if they've had a perfect life. The trauma of this all by itself can put the brain in frozen or flight. And if it stays there, it's not processing as well as if it was restored to its normal state. So I want you to be well as you can, regardless of why you're in pain. And there are true narcissists. This tape is in no way negating that. And I've had some in my practice and they've had to work on that separately from their addiction, from their intimacy anorexia. Okay. But by and large, just because you have a sex addict or an intimacy anorexic, you are experiencing some of the symptoms of narcissism and the pain of that. However, the good news is they might grow out of it. They might become mature if they really do the work. Now, I've really have given decades of my life to help partners heal. So I invite you to take your next step. Make a phone call, call my office, get in a phone group, do what you need to do. You're in pain, process that. And if he is a narcissist, get that measured. Do not rely on something on the internet. Do not rely on your counselor's opinion who have or have not met your husband. Do not rely on that. That's in the assessment arena. You want measurement, okay? And let the measurement decide if he's a narcissist. And you may say, Dr. Weiss, I know. Listen, just like if you go to the doctor who's a psychiatrist and he counts you for depression, he'll say, I know you're depressed. Well, the symptoms are there, but the facts are you have low thyroid, depression, or your PTSD. Okay, so yes, you know you're living with symptoms, but you do not know you're living with narcissism until you measure that. So I know this conversation's been long, and hopefully it's been thorough enough for you to walk through that, and you hear the compassion I have for your pain. That's legit. However, we need to walk through this conversation, and hopefully you've parsed this out enough. And if you need to talk to one of our counselors on staff, we do this all the time. Walk through that with someone, because you want to make sure that you're dealing with the problems you do have so the solutions can happen in your life and in your marriage or in his life. Regardless of what happens to the marriage, heal yourself.